not a drill. Bucket of ice on me, how should I chill? Scope in your mouth, watch how I know how I'm rocking, you know how I'm built. Still in the trenches, we out in the field. If she in her bag, then it's Prada Chanel. The is fake, but she popping for real. Still that way. Run up if you feel that way. You can get this work, but the work don't ship, cause it really don't feel that way. Seen a whole lot of rapping and a whole lot of get like ice. Yesterday's price is not today's price. Talk to me nice. You know I'm an east side, big TD, step a whole rep, dead. Top dog since top ramen now, steak and lobster.
The rain is falling, the fans are soaked, but here's the bottom line. We've got football at M&T Bank Stadium in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup. We are all set to go, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Baltimore Ravens. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9?
Recently, and for no reason at all,
here's Walker to start the drive. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Kenneth Walker with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Seahawks are on the board first on the road here in Baltimore. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll start on the ground with Dobbins. Now he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on 1st down. Well, this defense for the Seahawks very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
Maybe a good spot to take a shot. Here's 2nd and a yard from the 34. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a 1st down. The Ravens at 6-2 to start play. And they come in playing really well on both sides of the ball. They've won 6 of their last 8 CD.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
Now Jackson on 1st down. That went into the hands of Flowers. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. They'll run up the gut with Dobbins. And he's up across midfield and down into Seattle territory. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
This 2nd and 4. A give, Dobbins trying the right side. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a 1st down. You were telling me this yesterday. This is exactly what they want to do on the opening drive, establish the ground game.
Yeah, remember our conversation? We were talking about what one of the GMs in the league has told me repeatedly. It's a big man's game, and it's not necessarily size. He's talking about playing some big boy football. Line up, get leverage, knock people back, and establish the run early.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Flying in to pick up that sack, Jordan Brooks. Well, this has been a good march down the field, but now they're stuck looking at a 2nd and 14. Gun. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line. When you talk about this Seahawk defense, they're going to be tough to throw on, no doubt. Currently ranked 3rd in the NFL against the pass.
They may be ranked 3rd against the pass in the league, but they're the best that I've seen so far. Sometimes the numbers don't tell the full story.
What the fuck?
And a good tackle there right around the 30. Stops him short of the first down. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. And Tucker left that one out to the right. It's no good, off the mark.
Always disappointing when you miss a field goal, but when you're playing against a defense this good, you and I both know that's a crucial miss because you can't afford to leave any points out there. You've got to take them when you can.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, partner, you know, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. On a determined run there as he's going to take this all the way down near the 40. 97 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same, but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
And he'll throw this one away, but I don't think he was out of the pocket. No, here comes the flag.
Yeah, he hadn't gotten far enough away from the pocket to throw that football away, and that draws the flag.
Yeah, the old tackle box, right? Get outside of each tackle, and then you can go ahead and throw it away, and you're in good shape. But if you're back there in the pocket, you got to make sure of what you're doing.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long.
On 2nd down, it's Walker.
Whoa! It still won't go down. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. One thing's for sure, this defense has to figure out how to stop the ground game. He's eating them up here in the first quarter.
It looks like they have to go to different forces, aren't they? The conventional things aren't working too well. So I remember a coach of mine saying way back when a back's having a great game, you've got to get the ball out of his hands. See how far he can run without the ball. And what he meant was takeaways, knock it loose, because maybe you can't just stop him with just regular tackling.
That flag accepted, and it backs the offense up a little bit. So here's a 3rd and 14. Now here's Levis now on 3rd and long.
This is Fant on the short completion. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So it's a gain of 12 there on the reception. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. And the first play will be a field goal try. The wind is at his back here in the 2nd quarter. Myers' kick is good.
So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx it.
Myers now converted on the field goal try. Now he's on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A give up the middle to Dobbins. And Dobbins is going to pick up a Ravens first down as they get this up past the 35-yard line.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
Jackson on first down. That's taken in by Duvernay. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. Ball on the 40 now. Here's 2nd down and 7. Now a handoff for Dobbins. And he's across the 40. 3 extra yards to the 43.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it. Thank you.
It'll be a nickel look here for the Seahawks on 3rd down. Jackson from the shotgun. A short throw caught by Andrews. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Andrews' first catch, good for a first down. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's brought down at the 19 after a gain of 19. First down in the red zone.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put up more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Jackson. Throw left side, taken in by Hill. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And now we've got a 3rd and 4. In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. On 3rd down, it's Hill. And he's got the first down as he gets it to the 8. 5 yards on the play there as the drive will continue. 1st and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll run with Dobbins. And a nice pickup there. He gets about 5 down to the 4-yard line. We've hit the 2-minute mark of the first half. 10-0 our score. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. In motion left, Flowers. Dobbins is going to go backwards. He'll lose yardage back to the 5. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. Now it's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Lamar Jackson, his 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Ravens have got it back to within a score. Oh, I was just about to say he hadn't missed an extra point all season, but there it is. His first miss, no good. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
Off the play fake, Levis steps away to his left. And he'll slide to a halt here, still a little shy of the first down marker. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. They'll try for the first with Walker, and he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock shows 50 seconds to play here in half number 1. So after some runs, now they'll throw with Levis. And this one caught along the sideline, but they say already out of bounds. And the throw didn't give him a chance to turn it upfield, and that brings up second down. Here's 2nd and 10. Running left is Walker. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
That is caught, and he's brought down. Now the Seahawks call the second of their 3 timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Eskridge, the man in motion. Levis to throw on 1st and 10 here. They'll fire one downfield for Fant. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown. Noah Fant, 41 yards. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Myers connects on the PAT, and that pushes the lead up to 11. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, not much time remains here in this first half. We'll see if they can get something out of this drive, at least a field goal. They could certainly use it down by 2 scores. Oh, it's deep for Duvernay, and that is incomplete. Took a shot there on 1st down, but he couldn't reel it in. Following the incomplete pass, here they go again, 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Flowers. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1.
Partner, you know when we call a game, we talk about Lamar Jackson and his speed and his elusiveness and the ability to get him on the ground, how tough that is for a defense. But how about his development as a thrower, as a professional?
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Uchenna Nwosu. And the Seahawks are in great shape here as they take over at their 46-yard line. Well, Charles, it's so close to halftime there. You throw the interception. Not only that, you do give it to them in plus territory as well.
Yeah, they were pushing real hard to try and get something more on the board on their side of the ledger right before the half. Looking at it with 20/20 hindsight, though, might have been better to hand it off a few times, hoping to get something to break instead of putting the ball in the air and, of course, putting the ball in jeopardy.
2nd and 10. A 2nd down throw from Levis. Smith and Jigba with a grab. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. So with 1 second left in the half, on is the field goal unit. This will approach NFL record territory. It's a 62-yard attempt. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. He completes it. They've got a first down. Look at the big man rumble. The fake field goal catches everyone by surprise.
You get that,
and the
boy.
Seahawks will extend their lead here just before halftime.
And what a weapon he is at the tight end spot.
With a Zane O'Neal on him.
The football downfield, they count on him getting additional yardage almost every time. And that's exactly what he did there. Caught that, ran with it, all the way to the end zone.
Extra point up and through by Myers. And the lead is up to 18 now. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
All right, Coach, thank you very much as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half.
Devin Duvernay now returning from the end zone.
And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much as he's marked down officially at the 21. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going.
And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball into the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
Jaron Reed muscles his way in for the sack. Second down and 12 at the 19-yard line.
Get off right now.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Flushed out right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be
pressed the wrong button. That was supposed to be a pick.
Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be third down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Jackson. In a double coverage, and it's intercepted. Tariq Woolen picks it. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
Well, they're certainly in a bad way right now. Not so bad that you can call this one over already, but bad enough that you know you can't toss an interception to open the second half. This just ratchets up the pressure on this team's defense right now.
Pressure applied, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back at the 33-yard line. Michael Pierce, in all of his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Second and 21, a lot of ground to cover. Levis back to throw. Catch is made by Metcalf. And they're going to get this down to about the 17-yard line here. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on third. They had great starting position to begin the drive, but now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
They'll go with a touch pass here, trying to pick it up.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
I don't care what the emphasis is in the NFL at any given time. Every defense is still going to say their #1 goal every game is stop the run. And right now, they're not doing that, and that really chips away at your confidence.
Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Levis ran it last time. Here he looks to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Ken Walker, his 2nd touchdown of the game, giving him 12 on the season. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Myers connects on the PAT, and they open the lead up now to 25. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that, because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
98 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he works his way forward to pick up 4 yards there. 2nd down.
And that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
And he works his way free all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone.
All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They run it again with Hill. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
On 2nd down, a run with Dobbins. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. That was play number 7 on this drive, and it got him 7 yards. They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he will have the 1st down inside the 10 to the 9-yard line. It'll be 1st and goal when we come back. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Here's Jackson. Forced out to his left. This will be caught just inside the 10. A lot of work to get away and outside of the pocket, but no actual yardage there on the catch. It's 2nd down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And he will force his way into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. J.K. Dobbins, a 9-yard touchdown run. And the Ravens are able to cut into that deficit.
Sometimes you get a 1st and goal and you're back near the 7, 8, 9-yard line, and you start thinking, maybe we'll run it here on 1st down to get half of what we need, so maybe we can have 2 or 3 shots at going for it from closer range. So this is a bonus right here. What a great run to work his way into the end zone.
That's caught at the 1. And he's going to get into the end zone for 2. And they're back within 2 scores. Down 15 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pour it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate, but we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they've got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And they will finally bring this run back to an end, but not before he's down inside the 5-yard line at the 4. Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick change in the situation here. And hit behind the line. He lost the football. It's loose, but it looked like a Raven was able to get in there, and they will indeed keep the possession.
Very fortunate to get another shot. Here's 2nd and goal. Now Dobbins.
And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pick up of 3.
Well, Brandon, we always know that once you score 1 touchdown, you're without a doubt. And so far today, he's got 1, but was denied as he tried to get the 2nd one.
Eluding the pressure right. Feeling the pressure here and taken down. A sack back at the 7. And the defense rises to the challenge. They get him down for a loss of 2, and it brings up 4th and goal. Here we go. It's Jackson on 4th down. And this is going to be intercepted.
Tariq Woolen picks it. And the Seahawks are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line. He's at it again, Charles. He had the pick 6 last week. Not a pick 6 here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he had made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got the Oski, maybe not a touchdown, but boy, he's playing really well.
Levis now on 1st and 10.
That is taken in by the tight end Fan. And he's got this down to the 35. 1st down Seattle, 16 yards the gain there.
Levis looking to throw.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. Oh, that is incomplete.
Partner, you and I have struggled with this for years. You've got the lead. Just take care of the football and burn some of that clock. But there's something to be said for not taking your foot off the gas as well, because you can never have too big of a cushion. That one, though, falls incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Back to the air on 2nd down. Levis.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
Adafe Owe showing off the pass rush skills.
Owe, one of the most gifted athletes coming off the edge in the AFC. The key for him, translating that athletic ability into consistent production. Hasn't quite unlocked it all yet. Only 3 sacks last season, but the potential is immense.
It's a 7-yard run, but it does bring up 4th down.
And after that type of a run, there's some talking going on down on the field, but it's not trash talking. The guy who just carried the ball, he's going back and telling his offensive line, great job, keep it up, and we'll break that one soon.
Levis throwing for it on 4th.
And that will be incomplete. Looked like it might have been intercepted, but he's out of bounds. And a good thing, too, probably. That would have cost him yardage. And now they'll get the ball back on the turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And he's brought down. Down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Picked off by Devin Witherspoon. And the Seahawks force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27. The penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. To the right side, this is Walker.
And a short gain here across the 10 to the 12. Roquan Smith, the All-Pro, the former Bear, is there to make the stop. And they'll come up 2nd and 7. That one looks like he'll throw here. Left side here, that's the tight end Fant. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down. Levis now on 2nd down. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
Well, they have that one sniffed out defensively. That's a tough one to connect on when you got multiple defenders in the area, and it winds up incomplete.
So after the 2nd down incompletion, they'll come up now against a 3rd and 6. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a 1st down. Now Levis. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone.
Oh, boy, it's one-on-one. You got to catch that.
Good job staying with him defensively, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Michael Pittman, 44 yards, as his guys have opened up a very comfortable lead. Extra point up and through by Myers, and the lead is now 24. And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. Now a hit and a loose football. And the Seahawks have picked it up. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line. First and 10. Here's Levis. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit, too.
Oh, now look at this. They're lining up to add 3 more, little insult to injury here late in the game. And the kick is good. So you wonder how this one might be remembered the next time these two teams meet. But until then, this game's over. Charles, a lot of happy faces heading into the tunnel as this one ends, and understandably so. Not only did they get the win, but boy, their offense was on fire in this ball game.
And partner, I have no idea what the top speed is on one of those high-end sports cars. What's the top gear you can get into? This offense, they certainly were there in this one, huh? Everything clicking for them in this contest, the kind of performance that they're going to cherish.
So for the Seahawks, they moved to 7-1 on the year with the victory, and they will head back home next week.